Well, it looks like I'm going live and I'm trying a new platform because we are in financial forecasting. So this is for those of you who are following Nonprofit Accounting Bliss. I'm jumping out of my comfort zone and trying something new today. I'm going to attempt a demonstration with a screen share. And so for many people, financial forecasting is out of their comfort zone. So I want to show you kind of step by step, a really quick and easy way so you can look at how you'll end up at the end of the year. And I just posted today, not to be like the grasshopper in the fable of the ant and the grasshopper. Like, don't wait until it's cold and you're hungry and you're trying to figure out where will your resources come from. You want to start planning now, just like the ant. Start collecting and thinking and working hard so you don't have an uncomfortable conversation at the end of the year with your board of directors about why your financials don't look the way you expected. So hopefully, let's see, I see a ticker going. I'm going to put on my glasses, but hopefully this is coming through. Usually I do pre-recordings, occasionally live videos, but I thought, you know what? I'm going to stretch myself and try to share with you through Be Live and Facebook. So you can see here, I'm going to change the screen. Wait, not that one. How about that one? Okay. So what I have here, and bear with me again, technology is not my strongest point, but hopefully you can see. Oh, good. All right. So you can see I have pulled up, this is a template I created to be a resource, and I will share it with you, those that want to practice the forecasting process. It's something I highly recommend that you do each month through the rest of the year, just so you have a gauge of where you're sitting financially looking forward, and if you need to make some changes, okay? So essentially, let's just say there will be about 3 things you need. Yes, it is great to have the template, or you can open your own in Excel. You also are going to want your financial statements from January to September. Once you've closed out your first 3 quarters, you've done all your reconciliations, you want to have your either profit and loss, also known as statement of activity, to see what your exact numbers have been for the past 9 months. And then the last thing, just a willing heart, willing to try and do this process. So I'm going to walk you through it here. This template is just a made up community nonprofit organization. The numbers, I just came up with a few numbers for the sake of the demonstration. So you can see this is what the template will look like for those that would like me to send it to you. And I'll probably put it on our website as well. And basically, you've got 5 columns. All of these are your revenue accounts here in column A. Column B will have your actual transactions from January to September. Column C, we're going to estimate what you expect in the 4th quarter. And then column D will give us our forecast. It'll add your actuals plus your estimate. And then also I have a budget in column E. So that's handy too. If you want, it's the shaded column. If you want to be able to reference what the budget is for the year, you can have those numbers there as well. So starting off, I've already put, as you see, the budget here. And just a little disclaimer, for the sake of not overwhelming whoever is watching this video, I'm using the top 5 revenue and top 5 expense accounts. And you see that here. The revenue accounts are here. And then as we go down, you'll see the top 5 expense accounts. Each organization has specific revenue and expense accounts. These are just the main accounts, not all the sub accounts and details, but I do want to show you that. So for example, under general management expenses, you may have, here's the details, You may have your auditing, advertising, building lease, catering, dues, equipment. You see all that, insurance, office supplies, postage. Like, you'll have all those details. And if you have the time, it's great if you want to forecast each of those items. But for the sake of this demonstration, I'm keeping it simple with 5 and 5. Okay, so I'm going back to the template. And basically, I'm going to start, as I said, I already have the budget here in column E, but I'm going to start by adding all of the actuals for revenue and expense. I have another tab here, and I'm going to make this really easy and just copy and paste it over. Okay, and it automatically calculated. So for revenue, for example, we are 9 months into the year, into our 10th month now, but we've closed out 9 months of financials. We're at a little over 77,000. Our full year budget for direct contributions is 105. Okay, so just looking at these numbers, and I'm going to just, for the sake of consistency, put the grids back on there. So we've got our revenue, and before we start estimating, I'm going to pull in our expenses the same way. And you may have to manually just type these in if you're looking at a report. But I'm going to try to keep this quick so I don't lose your attention. And so we've got our expenses. And then the last thing, I just put this down below. Many nonprofits have different ways of tracking how they get their in-kind donations, and it's good to have that on your financials. So I'm just putting it at the bottom. In-kind may be your advertising, facilities, goods, if someone donates food or supplies, professional services. And so far on my sample, we have 18,359 for the year. Okay, and we expect to have about 24,000 in donated. So I'll take pause here. I'm going to see if this live is going. I'm 7 minutes in. I don't want to be super long, but I was going to see if I could see any comments. I'm not quite sure how the comments will pop up, but I'll just keep talking. So anyhow, we've got all of our actual revenue and expense, which is looking pretty decent. You can even calculate a percentage and see how far you are. Like if I were to say, okay, we expect 235 for the whole year, I may want to see, wrong button. I may want to see how close are we by dividing our actuals against our total. Let's see what percentage we're at. We're about 82% for the year when it comes to our revenue. So I'm not losing any sleep at this point. We still have 3 more months to hit our number. And you can do the same thing when it comes to expenses. You definitely don't want your expenses going over. And it's about the same, actually. So that's pretty cool. Okay, now to estimate.